Hey everybody, Grandpa Cotton. Welcome to Grandpa Cotton's Cooking Channel. Today we're going to be cooking up Amish apple fritter bread. That's right, Amish apple fritter bread. I've seen it on YouTube. I made one up. Not YouTube, Facebook. I made it up and it's delicious. So I want to sit here and make one with y'all. Got a few simple ingredients. Got a little butter, brown sugar, just a few other things that don't take much. Most stuff you already got laying around in your house. I do want to say though, we use Amish butter, a big block of butter. We get that from Hamilton Produce right here in Wilmer, Alabama. He sells Amish products, and I ain't too sure where this is from. Let's see here, Minnesota. He gets it out of Minnesota. We make our own vanilla, Vernella, however how y'all want to pronounce it. We use absolute vodka, fill it full of vanilla beans, walk by and shake it 2 or 3, 4, 5 times a day when you walk by in the kitchen. The beans are dissolved, and you got great tasting vanilla, homegrown. And we're using our homemade brown sugar. You take regular white sugar and you mix it with molasses. If you want dark brown sugar, you mix it with the dark molasses. And you see that's a Smoky Mountain moonshine jar, and it's got it in there. So that's what we use. We make a lot of our own stuff. So let's get on with this thing. We're making Amish apple fritter bread. That's what we're making. I'm doing it different than the recipe because I found out half that recipe, well, it's horse rubbish. So instead of mixing this one in about 10 different bowls, we're just gonna throw it in here, whip it up, and it's gonna come out great. Popo guaranteed. All right, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take the brown sugar here, and we're gonna that's a 1/3 cup brown sugar. We're gonna throw that in the pot, and we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're gonna throw that in the pot. So it's stuck to the bottom. I made one of these things earlier and I guess it's stuck. Now, we're gonna need to blend this for just a few minutes. Get it blended good. The recipe I tell you to set it to the side, but we ain't setting it to the side. We're mixing it in with our mix. In a few minutes I'm gonna tell you why. I want you to blend all this stuff up and set it to the side. Well, I don't understand why, because it all goes together. And I know what they're doing. They're trying to blend everything together, but it's going to blend together anyhow. That's just the old way to do it. Just that quick, your brown sugar and your cinnamon blend together. Now if you make your own homemade brown sugar, I tell you what it does for you. It's a more moisture brown sugar when you spread it and use it on something. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the butter in, which is 1 cup or 1/2 cup or 1 stick of butter. Okay, you can use salted or unsalted. Whichever one you prefer to use. Either way. Alright, I'm going to take that. I'm going to throw my 2 eggs. Because the 2 eggs, them fresh farm eggs right here, our own eggs. So we try to do everything we can to save $1 here. We're going to whip this up for a minute. Whip that brown sugar and them egg yolks and all together. Hope y'all enjoy Grandpa's cooking shows. If y'all do, leave a comment below. Want the recipe? Leave a comment below. Okay, that's well blended. Now we're going to add the sugar. Yep. Pawpaw licks his fingers while he's cooking. People get on me about that. Of course, you know you got good and bad comments on every video you make. You're not going to have all great, say, oh, you done a great job on your video. You're going to have some negative folk out there that's just going to be negative. Today, I had a hanker to mix this up for y'all. Show y'all how we do it. Now, that was a 2/3 cup of sugar. Okay, we done put 1/3 cup brown sugar in here. We put a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in here. We put a half a cup of unsalted butter, or a stick of butter. And we put 2/3 cup of sugar in here, okay? That's already in the mix. The butter, you can smell it. It's already smelling good, all right? Now, we put the 2 eggs in here. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the 2 tablespoons of vanilla to it. Now let that go a little while. We're gonna add a 1/3 teaspoon of salt. We add that in there. We're gonna go ahead and add, all right, what much is this? This is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Go ahead and put that in there. Now all we got left to add to that is our flour and our milk. Now, this is 1.5 cup all-purpose flour. I use self-rising flour because the bread gets a little bit fluffier. It's not quite as thick taste. It's got more air in it. It rises and makes it pretty, okay? And this is a cup and a half of milk. So, okay. I'm gonna show y'all something. Can y'all see that in the camera? Let's see. See that right there? That's blended up perfect. It smells wonderful. And you don't have to set it aside and use 10 or 12. You ain't got to use 5 or 6 bowls to do it. Okay? We're just going to use this one little bowl right here. Got back the camera back up. I done got too close. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead now, and I'm going to add the milk. We're going to cut the blender off. I'm going to add the milk. I'm going to go ahead and put all the flour in there, okay? Every bit of it. It's going to kind of sprinkle it around in there. I'll lock her down and start mixing. Mix it slow to start off with, so that flour don't go everywhere, okay? Hope y'all enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. I got some new cameras the other day. My wife got me some cameras, so I'm trying to figure out how to work them. I got remotes, a little bit too complicated for the old man. Hope y'all having a great day, y'all. I mean, I am. Oh my God, if you tasted that, oh, that's good. Okay. All right. Get all that off the blender. Blend the blades. Come on. I tell y'all what I like this KitchenAid, but I do sometimes. What's wrong with it? There it is. I already got one of them cooking in the oven to show you what it's going to look like. We got to make the glaze. So what we're going to do, before we do anything, we're going to take this 1.5 cup apples right here. We're going to put it in this bowl. We're going to sprinkle a little bit like that. We're going to take some of this homemade brown sugar cinnamon, like this. I'm just going to sprinkle it over these apples. Half of them like this. We're going to toss them around in here a little bit, coat them apples a little bit with cinnamon and sugar. Oh, that smells good, y'all. If you're diabetic like me, you ain't supposed to have sugar, but hey, what's them doctors know? Alright, I got that half right there done up. Like that right there. Now, we're gonna take our bowl, our pan, low pan, it's already greased. I'm gonna add half of this in there. Like so. Not that much. Smear it around the bottom of it a little bit like this. We're gonna add these beautiful apples to it. Just want to just kind of sprinkle them in there. I tell you what, this is gonna be good, boy. I can smell it already. I'm just gonna take my hands here and just kind of put them around evenly and just kind of mash them in the dough. Just mash them in, pat them in with your fingers. Okay? Pat them in. What you want to do is you want them to incorporate down into this mix. Get them patted in good like that. I know I'm gonna lick that in just a minute. Pat them down in there like that. Now, we're gonna take some more. And just a hair bit more in there. Saving up the top, okay? We're gonna spread that around on top of those. Good even coat. This recipe is on my website, on my Facebook page on Grandpa Cotton. And I think on Jerry Cotton, I think it's on there. On both of them. Now, I got a little coat like that in there, see? Just like that. Like that. We're going to add the rest of them. I'm making this for the nurses up there at my wife works. She works for SADS, in-house hospice, where they take care of elderly people whose time is coming. Them girls see a lot of death up there. Alright, now we're going to put them in there. Sprinkle them around in there good like that. Get rid of all of them. Just kind of push them around. I don't want to really mash them down much. They're going to get mashed down a little bit, but it's all good. This is like an apple pie. I know this is a little different than the recipe, but I don't never follow a recipe. If you follow a recipe to the T, you ain't a cook. Use your imagination. Now, put the rest of this dough over. We save just enough to coat the top real good. Just like this. And the recipe, it says put your brown sugar and your cinnamon mix on top. Well, I found out it's better and it tastes better if you put your sugar cinnamon that you made yourself on. Okay? I'll explain that to you. That's white sugar and cinnamon mix. Gonna go on the top of it. Okay? Ooh, y'all ought to smell this thing. I'm fixing to do it. I'm doing it. Hey, the one that complains, I'm doing it. See, I done it. There ain't nothing wrong with that, because that's going in the dishwasher. Gonna sprinkle this brown sugar on it. Like that. That is Grandpa's masterpiece. Now, I'm gonna put it in the oven, cook it, pull it out here in just a minute. I'll show y'all how to cook it. Grandpa Cotton will be back shortly. Hey everyone, we're back. Now we're going to be making up the icing for the topping. Man, if y'all can smell them cakes cooking, good God Almighty, they smell delicious. We're cooking Amish apple fritter bread. Look here, we got the, we're going to make the icing for this thing. And I want to throw something out there to y'all. You deer hunters out there or women that like to hunt. G&D Farms over there on Turner Williams Road. G&D Farms. You can go to G&D Farms over there and buy anything from plumbing supplies to clothes to boots to shoes to fishing gear, tractor implements, anything. Anything you want. They are a full-fledged feed store. But, I mean, they got anything you need in there, anything. From dog supplies, you name it, they got it. Go by there and check them out. It's on Turner Williams Road over there. And hey, they famous for the rack attack for the deer. You can forget corn and all that other crap. You put rack attack out, you'll know what you got on your property. I just want to throw that out there to y'all. Alright, look here, we're gonna get in here and make this ice. Before we do, there's one other person I want to throw out there. Napa Auto Parts out there in Georgetown, Alabama. Go on out there to Napa and see Mr. Maynard and get all your auto parts needed. We donated the lifetime fishing license money for a kid this year. I got that kid hooked up. We taking care of it. We're gonna have an interview with Mr. Maynard out there at his business. And we're gonna take the kid out there and we're gonna show y'all around in there. Well anyhow, let's get on with the thing. Okay. We're gonna need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, y'all don't pay much attention to what the amount of stuff I'm going in here, because I'm doing a double batch. Okay, I'm doing a double batch. Because I got 2 of these apple fritters I'm fixing to ice. So, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which I'm on the wrong page. Bleep, bleep, gotta bleep that now. Now if this stuff's making me hungry, it's messing my mold going. Okay, the powdered sugar glaze is what we're making. Alright, we need a 1/2 cup powdered sugar. Okay, 1/2 cup powdered sugar going in the bowl. Alright, I think the bowl was a little wet, y'all. Maybe I forgot to dry. Got this towel over here and wipe my hand off. Okay, you're gonna need a 1/2 teaspoon of softened butter. We're gonna be putting 2 teaspoons, sorry, teaspoons of softened butter. Right there. Now this glaze, if you mess it up and make it too soupy, add a little bit more powdered sugar. All you gotta do. Alright, we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of milk. Where my milk is? What I do? There it is right there. I'm not going to use all this milk just yet. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons for 1 batch. I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons till we get mixing, because you add the milk a little bit more as you go and you get your consistency that you want with it. Alright, and all we need is a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, I put a little twist on this thing. I use a 1/4 teaspoon of my vanilla, regular vanilla, and I use a 1/4 teaspoon of butter flavored vanilla. For y'all that don't make cake icing, butter flavored vanilla is what you make the buttercream icing with on your cakes. Just throwing that out there. So we're going to add that in there. Alright? Now I'm just going to throw this out there. You got to taste this as you cooking it, as you mix it, be sure it's right. We're going to stir this up for a hot minute. Get her going. Like I said, we may have to add a little more powdered sugar or a little bit more milk. These things here is not precise on making it. Glad we got a bunch of these. I done lost one. I don't know what it is, but I could have said it anywhere. Alright. That's a little bit soupy. See, I ain't had that other milk yet. That other quarter cup of milk. What I'm going to do is add just a little bit more powdered sugar in there. Like I said, we're doing 2 cakes. I'm going to go ahead and add this. A little teaspoon of milk here. That's not wrong, but let's just put it all in there. We're going to whip it up good. Now, like I said, you see how runny it is? You don't want it quite that runny. It's supposed to be like a drizzle, so we just add a little bit more powdered sugar. Like I say, y'all would cook, make cakes and pastries and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you want this right. So this will make or break you right here. Make your break. Now, if you want to add a little cinnamon or something to this, you can. You don't have to go right by that recipe. This is a drizzle, see? It's a drizzle. So, we're going to taste it. We're going to put this out of here. Boy, that butter vanilla makes a difference. It makes a big difference. All right. We gotta wash this. We got this part done. And I got one of the cakes. Well, I guess I shouldn't call it a cake. Apple fritter bread. I got one of them in the freezer right now, chilling. Help chill it down. They got to chill for about 30 minutes before you put your icing on there. And I'll be back with y'all in just a few minutes after that cools down, and we'll show you the end result. Stand by on Grandpa Cotton's cooking video. All right, everybody, here she is. That's one of them out of the oven. Good looking cake. We're just gonna take this drizzle. We're gonna cake it on real good like this. I'm just gonna take and brush it on where everything's evenly coated. Calm down, Dr. Dale, it'll all be good. I ain't eating fat, I'm eating sugar. Alright, everybody. Show y'all this pretty cake. I'm gonna drizzle. Instead of letting it drizzle, we're gonna paint it. That little grandson of mine says, we gotta paint it, Po-Po. Every bite is goodness. There's some other thing from the oven. I'm gonna show y'all what this other one's looking like real quick before we cut that. This is before it's cooked. Ain't that a pretty bread? Huh? Oh my Lord, you ought to smell it. Gee. This one here, I forgot to sprinkle the sugar cinnamon on top. So we're just gonna go ahead and add a little bit. Like that right there. You can add it to your icing. Make it pretty. Or you can just stick it on there. Look at that. Ain't that a pretty cake? We're gonna give it a little brush. With that sugar and that goodness just dissolves into it. Oh my goodness. Look at that cake now. There it is. Ain't that pretty? Here, lean down here and take a look at it. Look at it. Ain't that just a pretty cake? That's the Grandpa Cotton's version of the Amish apple fritter. Let's take a cut on it. We'll see what she looks like. Y'all don't need to see more ugly mug. Let's see. Let's take a cut on it. Are y'all ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you really ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Oh man. There's one side of it. See the apples in it? We'll flip it over. We got the crust side. Alright, boy, if y'all can smell this doggone cake, I'm gonna tell you what, if y'all can smell this cake, ooh, Lord have mercy, we need smell-o-vision. Here I go. Ooh. Oh my God. Thumbs up for Grandpa. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. That is one fine cake right there. Amish apple fritter cake with a twist from Grandpa Cotton. I'm gonna make me another cup of coffee. And I think I'm gonna eat me some cake. Hey, let me show y'all something. I told you I was working on my wife's coffee bar. Check her new coffee bar out. Ain't that cool? I built that. Right there, that's right. Let's see here. Got a butcher block top on it. Got a shelf in it. Ain't that neat? Alright, y'all. Hey, that's it. Remember, take a kid fishing, take a kid hunting. That's what me, Grandpa Cotton's all about. Get your hunting pictures in, drop them in the link, and your kids have got a chance to win a free skull mount. Until the next time, Grandpa Cotton's getting some coffee and some apple fritter, and I am gone.